Hey everybody, welcome back to the workshop. The Jaguar has a pretty good power steering leak. I guess this is pretty common for these things. And the guy told me that when I bought it. But basically, if you look down here, based on what I've read, I've got the steering column disconnected. So right there, that's the steering rack, and then there's the U-joint. And basically, you've got the exhaust manifold right there. So I guess what happens is just the heat wears out the seal and then it just starts leaking out of there. But anyway, that comes off pretty easy. There's a pinch bolt that goes through the U-joint. And then there's you can't really see it, it turned on me, but there's like a recess machined in the splines of the input shaft. And so you have to take the whole bolt out. It's not enough just to loosen it because it rests in that little groove there. And then before I did that, you get the power steering hoses off. Those aren't too bad. Just a lot of making 1/64th of a turn to unscrew it because you don't have a lot of room. But once they're out, they get moving pretty quickly. Of course, the oil spills everywhere, so have a pan. Next step, I took the tires off and got the tie rod ends off. Again, that's not too terrible. You know, just undo the bolt. It doesn't spin in here because it's, I guess it's pressed in when you pull the, when you tighten it up, it gets pulled in, and so you don't have to like try to hold this and keep it from turning. And then I just, you know, banged on this a couple times with a hammer. Oh, and I loosened the lock nut here before. It came off easier than I expected, but it was nice just to have the leverage of this already being in. And then I just pickle forked it, hammered my pickle fork through there and popped right off. Next step is to get the rack out. And the reason I'm gonna do that, let me show you, is I have a rebuilt one. They're hard to find, but I actually found a bunch of rebuilders that sell their stuff on eBay, and one of them has a lot of Jaguar XJ6 of this era steering racks. And I think it was buyautoparts.com. I got it from them through eBay. It was $451 for this rebuilt unit. Comes with a warranty. Not a promotional ad. I paid for it. There's a $300 core deposit that you have to put down. And you have 90 days to return the core. If you need more time, they say they can work with you. But I mean, look at this nice rebuilt unit, new bushings. You know, they give you new pipes. These are all nice and new. On mine, this one is actually loose. Like you can move it around, it slides in and out, which probably isn't a good thing. It's probably part of the reason the leaks are there. But yeah, I mean, this thing's like brand new. You know, new rod ends, nice clean threads. I got new rod ends. I got a Delphi from Rock Auto. It was like $9. It's over by the car. I was test fitting it. But yeah, 3 bolts to come out. I got to lower it out. It's not terribly heavy. And then one thing I learned researching this a little bit is there's a centering procedure. Oh, here's what I was saying before. See that recess? The bolt goes through there. So it kind of like acts as a guide and like a centering method, right? But also there's this hole here, right? What you're supposed to do is you take this out, and they have a tool, a special tool that goes into the hole, but you can use, online they're saying like a 1/8 drill bit or something. But basically there's a dimple on the rack, right? And you put your drill bit in there and you turn the rack back and forth until you feel the drill bit drop in, and that's dead center. That's, you know, both sides are equal. And that from there, you can use that to align the steering wheel to get it as close as possible. And I'm guessing you can get a few teeth off either way and still be able to get the bolt through. But But yeah, that's an important step that I didn't realize that I read about. And that's just to make sure you're completely centered, because they were saying if you're off by like part of a turn, you can't really compensate it this way, because then you screw up the steering column and like the cam canceling for the turn signals. So yeah, hopefully I'll be getting this in soon. And you know, you can rebuild them, but I figured, you know, for $450, it's $100 something for a rebuild kit with all the seals. You got to take the thing out anyway. You'd have to take it apart. I've never been inside one of these, and I could potentially screw it up. So I figured just go with a professionally rebuilt one, and you know, you still got to take it out and put it back in. So what the heck, right? Hopefully it'll go okay. I'll post more updates soon. Take care, everyone.